This is a Forex Preview. Thank you for joining us at XM.com. Markets are still reeling from the latest banking turmoil, and as they gauge incoming headlines on the matter, investors will also be eyeing preliminary inflation data from Germany on Thursday, followed, of course, by Eurozone inflation data on Friday. I'm Christina Marujos. With me today is our investment analyst, Achilleas Georgolopoulos. Achillea, European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde said that future rate hike decisions are likely to be data dependent. So how crucial will this week's data be for the ECB?
Hi, Christina, and thank you for the question. Yes, the last 3 weeks we have seen a shift from both the ECB and the US Fed in terms of their rate hiking cycle. We knew at some stage they would move from essentially pre-announcing their rate hikes to a more data dependency road, but it seems that the latest developments in the US and the Credit Suisse saga, of course, have kind of speed up this process. As you mentioned, Lagarde talked in great length about the data dependency strategy they will employ, which means that inflation will return in the spotlight. It was the number one essentially data release for 2022. It caused the strongest volatility in the market when the numbers hit the headlines. So that probably be a situation we see again going forward. So on Thursday we get the German preliminary March number. We're going to get the various state number before the German national number, so the market will pay attention to the biggest states essentially reporting. Then on Friday we will get the preliminary March number for the Eurozone, the aggregate number essentially. What's interesting about inflation is that while the headline has been on a downwards trend, the same cannot be said for the core. This is a situation globally faced by the central banks, but mostly by the ECB. To this extent, if we get another situation of, let's say, the headline number dropping a bit and the core remaining sticky, that will be a situation where the ECB and especially Lagarde going forward will have to essentially address. Just to mention, we had the IFO survey yesterday from Germany, which tends to be the most closely looked survey in this country, and it surprised on the upside, which probably means that the economy is doing, or it appears to be doing better than most people expected a month ago. Similarly, and just to highlight that on Wednesday morning, we also get the JFK consumer survey in Germany. This is usually overlooked. However, because the consumer is in the spotlight, we would like, or the market would be interesting to see that number on Wednesday morning, essentially to understand or to gauge the situation faced by the consumer, the appetite going forward.
So taking all of this into account, Achilleas, how could the euro perform this week?
The euro has had a surprisingly good run since mid-March, essentially when we got the banking headlines from the US about the Silicon Valley Bank. We haven't had a bank facing similar problems up to now in the euro area. So essentially the market allowed the euro bulls to take control. It did record a nice rally, as I said. Yes, when the Credit Suisse headlines hit the market, then it was a pullback because obviously there is contagion risk. Essentially, if Swiss banks face problems, then one can assume that there could be some similar problems faced by euro area banks. However, if Thursday and Friday we get an upside surprise, especially at the headline, then that will open probably another round of, let's say, upside pressure on the euro-dollar pair. That will probably allow essentially the hawks at the ECB to come out a bit more forceful than they've been the last 2-3 weeks. And just to highlight, obviously, because euro-dollar also reflects the developments in the US, that we also have key data in the US this week. We get the PCE numbers, and our team has already written a preview and an accompanying video, so our viewers are welcome to read and to listen to that in order to get a more all-around view of the developments ahead.
That's exactly right. Achilleas, thanks so much for joining me today. This was a Forex Preview here at xm.com.